brother. Oh. You can do it. I believe in you.
So, you didn't back down after all. You deserve a slow clap for that. What brought you here, then? Resignation to your fate, or delusional confidence?
You synthesters are a blight on this town. No one has the right to steal these people's livelihoods.
What livelihood? These people only squander their precious mortal time. You see, contrary to popular belief, all men are not created equal. Rather, every man has his worth. And otaku are no exception. All they do is consume that which they're given. They make no contribution to society. They pursue no real goal. They're jacks of no trade and masters of nothing. It's the natural order of things to drain such cowards dry. Fitting, is it not, that their energy should provide the nourishment we seek. In the Great Master's plan, each rung in the ladder of society will receive exactly what it deserves. We can shake ourselves free of all the irresolute, spiritless nobodies in this accursed existence. Allow me to spell it out for you in words you can understand, then. You pathetic otaku aren't needed. I can see you're not about to listen to reason. Which leaves me no choice but to separate your souls from your broken bodies.
I've got your back. Come I'll take that. Why you? I'll take that. Now, let's do this. If you please. We got him?
No! It can't be!
It is. You lost. It's over.
I'm not like the other otaku. I put everything, my life itself, on the line. I was going to make this a haven of chosen otaku. Only the finest specimens Damn it! Was I wrong? Was I not defending this town's righteousness? If not, then everything I've done is... No! No!
You're no longer a synthester. And until your wounds heal naturally, you'd do well to stay away from this town you love so much. But once you've reverted into an ordinary otaku, I look forward to meeting you again on the streets of Akihabara.
How could I?
I don't know how we did it, but we won. And I'm very glad you're all right. Show yourself. You cannot hide from me.
So, you've proven yourself superior to Xenia. Such a contradiction is man. He will fight against an injustice for generations, but as soon as he gains the faintest gleam of power, his conviction begins to falter. Such was the fate of Xenia. He flew too close to the sun, lured by his own predominance, until his wings simply burned away. We've all seen his kind before. A man who shows remarkable talent until his first taste of loss. Then, after a single setback, he loses all faith in himself. His invincible self-image cracks and crumbles. If only he would have evaluated his failings, learned from them and grown. Instead, he invested the whole of his being into a drug he knew so little about. Such a pity. I had plans for him. I had hoped he'd be of use for longer. But I can only fault myself for that miscalculation.
So you're the one behind all this. I've been looking for you. For quite a while.
Shizuku. After Ren left, I never imagined you too would abandon the Night Eater village.
We agreed to let no harm befall the humans. When one of us breaks that pact, the rest of us have a duty to set things right. Soga, do you honestly comprehend what it is you're doing?
Of course, and I have taken every precaution, I assure you. Fate has already chosen whose lives will continue and whose will not.
What gives you the right?
Arguing is pointless. The truth of the matter came to me long ago. And so, I can offer you two choices. Either leave this town, or sit by and watch as the inevitable comes to pass. You are free to choose whichever best suits you. But know that if you insist on becoming obstacles again, I will not hesitate to crush you.
His name is Soga Kagutsuki. He's from the same Night Eater clan as myself and Rin. And he looks to be the mastermind behind this whole operation. I had a feeling he might be. I just hoped I was wrong. I come from a village of Night Eaters. We're a long-lived people, much longer lived than ordinary humans by far. However, our reproductive abilities are spotty. We're rarely blessed with children, and our numbers are dwindling. Neighboring villages have forgotten we even exist. Most of us have simply accepted that as our fate and gone on with our lives. But not Soga. He tried to rally the people of the village into actively pursuing some means of keeping the Night Eater legacy alive. Unfortunately for him, no one was interested. I think they'd all given up by that point. The last Night Eater to be born was Rin, and that was over 150 years ago.
Well, the jury's still out on the exact time frame there.
Then, about 2 years ago, Soga disappeared. Rather suddenly at that. It's as if he decided his ruined kin were no longer worth his time, so he turned his back on us and left.
Hold up. Are you seriously telling me Rin is over 150 years old? What does that make you then?
My official age is 15, thank you very much.
I was born about 20 years before Rin, I believe. Though, when you live as long as we do, you stop keeping track after a while.
Yeah, my mind's kind of blown right now. I thought you were both young girl characters, but I guess you're actually older woman characters.
Don't define people by their appearances.
Back on topic. Do you know what this Soga person's doing in Akiba? Or why he's gotten involved with the Synthesters?
We've been Synthester hunters since the very beginning.
But we've had no Synthesters to hunt for at least the past 100 years.
Because of that, most of us essentially stopped thinking about them and forgot what they were capable of.
So, when the cursed things came crawling out here, I started wondering, could our missing brother have something to do with it? That's when I wrote that nasty letter to keep Shizuku away, then skipped town to find out.
Causing me minor trauma in the process. Regrettably, it seems Rin's intuition was right on the mark. Soga is the one pulling the strings here, without question.
So if we do something about him, that'll take care of the Synthesters too?
That seems likely, yes.
Big Brother's not the only one who's gotten himself caught up in this mess, though. Daishihan Pharmaceuticals definitely has their nose in this, too. Not sure how deep they go, but still.
There are other questions as well, such as, why is this only occurring in Akiba? And why have no other locations been targeted?
That is a very good question.
Maybe it is happening in other places. It could be.
Well, if it is, nobody's talking about it on Pitter. I've only been seeing clips about monsters in Akiba.
Well, how about that? A real secret society trying to pull some evil plan on Japan.
Not Japan, just Akiba. The question remains, why has Soga come here? And why is this town the only place he's targeted? If we can answer these questions, we might be able to get to the heart of the matter.
Well, either way, we've still got a long road ahead of us. Maybe now we know who the bad guy is, but that don't exactly solve the problem. Know what I mean? Remember, the streets of Akiba are still crawling with those damn Synthesters.
Yeah, I agree. We can't rush things. We're freedom fighters. We've got a job to do, and we've got to do it right. Right?
So, guess we better get back to patrolling, since there ain't too many other options.
Good luck to everybody! Safe returns!
Okay, sis, you're with me.
I, don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you're a celebrity. If you're walking around out there, you'll attract a crowd in no time.
That could be a problem.
I think it would be best if you were to accompany me.
We call Main Street, which means you two get Showa Street.
Understood.
Been waiting for you. Mission.
Really? Oh. Hello.
What? Huh? Hey. That's not it. Sorry.
Yes. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Brother. Here.
Okay.
Let's go.
Synthesters. Are you ready?
Huh? Whoa! These are the guys with the rewards on their heads.
Which means if we take them both down, we get double the reward. Can't mess this up then. Better take that medicine so we can kick their asses in one go.
Medicine.
Yahoo! This stuff right here gives you more energy than you know what to do with.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We sure ain't gonna lose now.
This is the same as before. Don't let your guard down. These synthesters are out of control. They've abandoned what little reason they had. We fight.
Try this!
Yo, now! Let's do this. If you please.
Let's go. We pulled through, but those weren't like the others. They were far more violent. Just like Amo, the last time we faced him. Most likely the result of that drug they took before battle. But what was it? You don't look well. Your face is pale. Were you injured in the fight? You've been pushing yourself so hard these last few days. It must be wearing you down. That sound. Is that your phone? Yuto seems to have found something. We should head back to Mogra.
Sorry to have called you back so suddenly, but I thought you should know about this as soon as possible. Take a look at this map.
This is a map of Akiba. But what are the points you placed on it?
Those are the locations of all known Synthester incidents thus far.
Wow, nice work. This is why you're the dependable one. Your brother never could have put that together.
Oh, come on. I totally could have. Just because I don't always work hard doesn't mean I can't.
So, what did you find out?
The incidents are all contained within a near-perfect circle around Akihabara Station. Every single attack has taken place within a 400-meter radius of that one spot.
Whoa, so what you're saying is... What are you saying exactly?
Well, I'm still not entirely certain about anything, of course. But a distinct pattern like this may be the smoking gun that tells us why Akiba was targeted.
You got a point. If all that mattered was having lots of people around, they could have picked Shinjuku, or Ikebukuro, or hell, downtown Tokyo.
Exactly. And if we can determine the reason Akiba was chosen, we might have an easier time figuring out how to put a stop to all this.
Right. So what is it about Akiba that you can't find anywhere else? Maids? Or fan comics, maybe?
There's a lot around here you can't find anywhere else. That's all we have to go on. We're not much better off than before.
I received a mail from Ms. Kasugai.
Oh? What about?
Let's see. It says, help, in alley near suit shop on Main Street.
What?
If Miss Kasugai is in trouble, we have to go save her.
Hold it! How do we know this isn't a trap?
Yeah, if she's in a bind, it's only right to do what we can for her.
We should count on being attacked when we get there. But either way, we should go. Come on.
Hey, over here! Hurry! Ah, you must have gotten my email. Glad you could make it.
What's the problem?
The problem? Well,
I found her. She's over here.
as you can see, I'm being rather fervently pursued. And I was hoping beyond hope that you'd come to my rescue.
We fight.
Now! Let's do this.
you please. If you please.
Whew, glad that's over with. Much obliged. I was on my way to Mogra when I found myself completely surrounded. I had nowhere else to turn.
Can you explain what's going on?
Once we're somewhere else, yes, of course I can. Shall we say, back at Mogra? Come now, let's be off.
So wait, you're saying there was a freaking revolt at your office and you got muscled out?
Not quite muscled out, per se. I stepped down of my own free will. Seems I stumbled upon some creative bookkeeping from one particular group within the company, and they didn't much care for the attention.
A revolt, huh? You got any idea who might have called the shots?
Sakaguchi, maybe? Our managing director. You've met him. Or don't you remember? He is rather easy to forget. Not much of a presence, that one.
Oh yeah, that guy who came to pick you up. He seemed kind of tweaked out.
Koma Sakaguchi. I've been keeping an eye on him myself. His name's right under yours on my list, Shion Kasugai. And if there's embezzlement going on, you can bet it's being funneled right into the organization. To think that little twerp would be in this deep, though.
The group that was chasing me earlier were all Sakaguchi's people. I ask you, is it really such a threat for little old me to be wandering the streets of Akihabara? Sadly, I wasn't able to find out anything about the Synthester's drugs. Perhaps they're one of Sakaguchi's pet projects he doesn't like to talk about.
So what will you do now, Miss Kasugai?
Well, fortunately, I've been receiving offers from numerous colleges and research labs. So I have options to mull over for my future at the very least. Of course, that's after we sort out this whole Synthester mess. And until we do sort it out, I'd very much like to be a part of your group. I'm deeply curious to see how far the Synthester's influence has spread. And while we're finding that out, I may be able to help you in some small way.
So you want to join the Freedom Fighters?
Don't tell me I don't meet your requirements. I have a certificate of residence from Chiyoda City if it helps with the paperwork.
Nah, scraps of paper don't mean a thing here. All you need to join us is a love for Akiba deep in your heart.
Well, in that case, I'm perfectly qualified, even if I don't quite look the part.
She is here pretty much all the time lately. I don't see any problem letting her join. Do you?
Hey, why the hell not? Welcome aboard. Now that you're one of us, what do you say we drop the formalities and just call you Shion?
That would be lovely. Thank you.
All right, we're one stronger now, so let's get back out there and do some damage.
Man, First Rin, now Shion. The freedom fighters keep growing and growing.
Oh, hey, are we gonna throw a welcome party for the new people?
I'll have to decline on that.
Yes, with things as they are, I don't think it would be appropriate. I believe I'll put in for an extended stay at a nearby hotel for the time being.
Ooh, that sounds so nice. I'd love to live in a hotel for a while sometime.
Didn't you once tell me you can only sleep on Japanese futons, though? The hotels around here are all Western style with beds.
Oh, yeah. Probably wouldn't be able to get any rest at all in that case.
Speaking of rest, you were a bit unsteady when last we fought those enhanced synthesters. Has your condition improved since then? If that's true, I'm glad to hear it. Remember, though, I'm asking not for my sake, but for yours. Also, I'm sorry to ask this at such a time, but well, I have some shopping to do, and I'd like you to accompany me. Well, see, I'm looking to buy a figurine, and Kaito said you were the expert on that. It's Lily Omi from Striprism. And I want it badly. There's a perfect spot for it in my room. She is, isn't she? So cold and harsh most of the time, but then she's adorable when she gets embarrassed. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout. So, I suppose we should start by heading into Electric Town?
Brother.
The one I'm looking for is pre-transformation, wearing her elementary school backpack. It's that old? Do you think the stores might be sold out of it? How many do you think we'll need to check? Nothing. Not here either. No luck. There it is! 1/8 scale Lily Omi, schoolgirl model. It's even prettier than the pictures made it out to be. Okay, I'm going to buy it.
Hold it right there! That out-of-print figurine is mine! Hand it over! You want one of your own, you can go find it someplace else!
But we got to it first.
What, you gonna fight for it?
I could never hand Lily Omi over to violent brutes like you. With the melody of purest water, I, Sapphism, shall punish you. We fight.
Now!
Let's do it.
If you please!
the day! I, Sapphism, shall forever safeguard AKIBA'S prosperity. Thank you for helping me search for my figurine. It was quite enjoyable. Like hunting for buried treasure. I'm sure it's days like this that the people passing through these streets hold dearest in their hearts. I hope you'll help me look for treasure again in the future. But right now, I think we should return to Mogra. Oh, it looks like Shion's been trying to get a hold of me. She wants me to meet up with her. Please, go on ahead. I'll be back in a little while.
Well, welcome back. I hear you fought with Synthisters again. I hope you're okay.
He looks okay to me. I'm guessing he and Shizuku cleaned house out there.
What's wrong? You're making a very troubled face, Rin.
It's that woman. Shion Kasugai.
What? Are you still hung up on her?
She hasn't given me a reason to trust her yet, so yes.
But we know now she has no connection to the organization.
Sure, assuming we believe every word she says. How do we know she didn't set the whole thing up to come at us from the inside? What do you think? Do you have any survival instincts at all? Honestly.
Now that you mention it, wasn't Miss Kasugai just here? I wonder where she disappeared to.
Oh, Shion left a little while ago. Said she was gonna go meet up with Shizuku somewhere.
What? What's she gonna do, kidnap her? Then what? What's her plan? We can't just sit around here while Sis could be in trouble. Come on, Minion, we're going after her.
All right, please get in.
So if I do this for you, you swear you'll...
You have my promise already. Just please keep it our little secret.
Understood.
Thank you so much.
Hold it right there. Finally caught you red-handed, Shion Kasugai. What are you plotting? Where are you taking my sister?
Excuse me?
Rin, this isn't...
Sis, get away, now!
No, Rin, this is not what you...
What's going on?
Save your breath. Minion, get her!
Are you sure about this? Because I have no idea what's going on.
Let's take this.
Killjoy.
You didn't have to tear my clothes off, you know.
Come on, Shion Kasugai. Time for your confession. You've been lying from the start, haven't you? You fooled everybody else, but not me.
Rin, I've been trying to tell you, it's not what you think.
Hmm?
Good, good. You explain it, Shizuku. Rin, listen to your sister. And would somebody please give me back my clothes?
Certainly. So, Rin, Miss Kasugai was not threatening me. She had no wish to harm any one of us. She simply wanted to give me a medical examination.
Medical examination?
That's right. And not even an invasive one. No physical risks whatsoever.
I was going to read her height, weight, blood pressure, eyesight, and so forth. Nothing more. It would teach us more about the differences between night eaters and regular humans.
So, that's it? That's all? But when Sis was about to get into that car, she looked kind of fidgety. And you were asking her to keep quiet about something.
Well, she was going to see there's a rare... It's something from SP.
Huh? You're not making any sense, Sis.
Striprism. The Best Hits Collection CD. She found a copy of it and was going to give it to me in exchange for the medical exam.
Sis, the last time someone here agreed to that, they strapped him down and turned him into a synthester. Besides, why all this secrecy, Kasugai? Why'd you have to bribe her behind our backs?
I'm sorry if you saw it that way. I certainly didn't mean to shake your trust in me. And the CD was meant as a thank you, not a bribe.
But we still don't know the whole story.
Rin, apologize to Miss Kasugai right this minute.
I'm sorry, Miss Kasugai.
It's quite all right. Think nothing of it. You were simply concerned for your sister, and that's nothing to apologize for. I'll reschedule the exam for another day.
All right.
And I'd like to accompany you back to Mogra. I have a certain proposal to tender regarding our battle plan from here on out. You'll be going back as well, I trust? Come on then, there's no time to lose.
Okay, so what's this about a proposal?
Sorry to call you all together so soon after joining the team. But this is regarding the connection between the organization and Daishihan Pharmaceuticals, so I figured you wouldn't mind. I've deduced that Daishihan is funding the organization and receiving some form of compensation in return. If I had to guess, I'd say the synthester's unique biological properties are being used to create an experimental medicine or vaccine or some other such thing. And if we're to expose the truth, I think we'd best do it sooner rather than later.
Do you have any thoughts on how to accomplish that, though?
I do. That's the main reason I've called you here. I'm certain that Sakaguchi, the managing director from before, must be searching high and low for me right now. Presumably because, well, if what's occurring in Akihabara were to become public knowledge, and especially if the synthesters were to come to light, it wouldn't bode well for his best-laid plans.
So basically, you're too much of a threat to be allowed to run free.
Exactly, and that's where my proposal comes in. I'll serve as bait, leading Sakaguchi right into our hands. If we can pin him down, it should halt the enemy's plans for a bit.
The old bait and switch, huh? You really think it's gonna work?
It could be dangerous, Miss Kasugai. You shouldn't try it on your own. Let me go with you. I'm a target too, aren't I? Sakaguchi knows I've been snooping around. If he finds out his two biggest threats are out in the open together, he'll show up for sure.
Oh, yeah. I guess Daishihan would still be after you too, huh?
I'll start flipping that there's gonna be a street concert. And Miss Kasugai, as long as the concert's going on, you can talk to Sakaguchi all you want. Even Daishihan wouldn't start a fight in the middle of a huge crowd. Plus, with 2 separate targets instead of just one, we'll each only take half the risk. Of course not. I've learned a thing or two from my dear sister over the years, after all. So what do you think? Have we got a plan or what?
No objections here, and thanks for the support. And forgive me for burdening you with my problems, Ren.
No, I should be the one to apologize.
Okay, let's not get into apology wars here. You both feel guilty. We get it. Friends give and take and all that junk. And we're all friends here, so let's just move on.
That's right. One for all and all for one.
What a strangely specific error.
I'll serve as your escort then, Xian. Would you care to join us?
My, when did you become such a dependable warrior?
Anyway, I'm flipping right now that I've decided to stage an impromptu street concert in front of Akihabara Station.
All right, I'll see if I can arrange a rendezvous with Sakaguchi at the stairs to UD+.
If he comes, are you gonna, what, citizens arrest him and turn him over to the police?
Oh, I doubt I'll need to go that far. Sakaguchi is a weak-willed coward. All I have to do is start asking him questions about his connection to the organization. That should shake him up enough to slow their operation.
So you're just gonna tell him what you know and what you're capable of doing with that info, and let his own panic take care of the rest.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead to the rendezvous point in the plaza at the Electric Town exit.
Gotcha. Let's get this little espionage plan of ours underway.
Brother.